Hello, my name's Kurt. We're actually going to be putting some more videos out here of us starting the excavation work on our house area. Again, we don't know exactly when we're going to start building it, but we're going to start doing some excavation, get some stuff cleared out and figure out how much it's going to cost us to build it and just get the pad started. So that's where we're at right now. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want to, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. That way you can see the future videos. Again, we're going to just show a video here of us doing some excavation work, so stay tuned.
Here's some old videos that we paid an excavator come out and do some tree clearing for us. We did these videos about a year ago, and I'm just doing some work where they cleared it up. So this is kind of some old videos. You can see a lot more trees there now there on this video than is now.
Well, good evening, everyone. We're back out here at farm. We're actually getting ready to finish up some stuff. We got that brush pile burnt out here, but if you look back over here, this is where we've already cleared out to build our house at. And now we're not ready to build it right quite yet, but we're wanting to do some test cuts and test digs in here to see how bad the rock is going to be in here. We know that this hill has got a little bit of a rock in there, so we want to cut it back a little bit. So we're going to get the skid loader back behind us and get that cut into and see how bad it's going to be, see how bad of an expense we're going to be, and see how far we can get down. So
here we're just taking off the topsoil and trying to get down to the clay. So we're just trying to remove all that topsoil before we start really digging some holes. And here in a second, you'll see us start doing some test cuts and seeing how far we can get down here in a second. So stay tuned.
well, I appreciate you guys following along with my videos so far. Again, if you don't mind, make sure you guys like, subscribe, put comments out here. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong or something like that. Hey, but we're out here. We got the place all lined up where we're wanting to put the building at. We have actually cut into the hillside over here already and figured out maybe where we're going to put the house. So I'll show another little clip of that here in a second. But right now we got the transit out here and we got a laser and we're trying to figure out what our actual elevation is and depth that we need to go down. And this is really nice. I don't know if I can trigger it off, but mainly, you get to set exactly where we want to, and then you can actually figure out how deep you need to go back. And so I know we hit rock a little bit ago and we're probably about a foot too high where the rock's at, so we're gonna have to figure out how bad that's gonna be. But we're gonna just go and put us a ground stake over here in a second and tell us exactly that's our our point of reference, and we want to make sure everything we level off is that point of reference. That way we come back out here later and we do some more digging, we'll come off this point of reference and know that that's our zero. So stay tuned and we're gonna do that here in a second. All right, so right here we're gonna make our our 0 point. This is where our reference point for everything's gonna be. We're gonna figure out how high we need to go up and make sure. And if you look down here at the bottom, you see that we're about a foot off the ground. So we're gonna drive that stake down into the ground here. And if you look down here at the bottom of this thing, you can see we're about a foot off. So we're gonna drive that in and make sure we get to the top of it exactly right. So stay tuned. All right, let's go and drive this stake in here. And this is gonna be our top 0 reference. We're gonna keep going until we figure out our 0. So as you see here, we got about another 1.5 inches to go. So let's go and get it down in here. Okay, about another 1/2 inch. Another little tap. That's perfect right there. So what we're gonna do is throw some spray paint on here right quick. Let's do it. Let everybody know that this is our 0 point. Don't touch it. And that's it. I appreciate it, guys. Stay tuned. We're gonna start digging on the foundation a little bit more. All right, as you can see right here, we've already cut in here. Ken, why don't you show them here a little bit on the video here? But you can see we got some rock way up here. So we're gonna follow me right here. This is where we got the rock at. And so down there, we got it leveled out. But right here at this rock, and let me see, we're gonna go and let down. So right now we're at the 10 inches right there, and we already kind of know it's gonna be about a foot off. So I'm gonna lower this thing down and set it about 10. And we know that so right here it's about 1 foot, 1 inch off. So as you can see down here on the ground, we got some of this rock and we busted some of this thing up, but we're gonna have to probably get a chipper in here to chip the rest of this. So we're gonna go and start working on getting some more of this dirt cut out of here, and then see how bad the rock is, and then we'll figure out how much it's gonna cost and figure out our plan of action here on how much dirt we're gonna take out of here and how much rock we're gonna take. So stay tuned.
Well, here we're just cutting more topsoil off, and we only did a topsoil on this one section here, so we're cutting a little bit more off and getting that prepped up for, you know, doing a little more digging. So, and here on this other side, this is the west side of the building that we're going to cut off a little bit more of the topsoil again, just to try to remove everything, getting it ready, set up to start excavating a little deeper on here, and just keep on rolling. And you know, this machine is just not quite big enough to do this job, but I mean, hey, whenever you already own it and you don't have to pay somebody else to come in, it's not too bad.
Well, we continue cutting out here. We got the front level right up through the front of the house. This is the front on the lower side, and we got it cut back here. Now we're running into some rock back there. We're gonna have to get chipped out, so that's gonna probably be 2 or 3 foot of rock. We ran into rock over there in that back corner there, but you know, we got pretty much all the front level exactly where we want, and then now we have to do is start cutting this out right through here in the middle, and it's starting to shape up and it's starting to look like a house pad, and we're glad. And we got some spot where we can put the clay down and the rock down in this lower draw right there. But it's going to be a beautiful view. This is going to be our view, straightforward. We'll clean out a few more trees in the future once we get closer to building the house and figure out exactly how many open we want and how block and, you know, privacy we want. So we appreciate you guys staying tuned. If you guys don't mind, like, subscribe, and follow. And until next time, God bless you all.